South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hill. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert to about the 48-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready?
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. There he goes, left side. The 20. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Damian Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and a yard. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing Jones. That's caught by Myers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Again, it's Mostert. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogba that time, able to drop him for a loss. Jones now to throw on third down.
Very quick throw. He's got Myers.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. Hunter Henry brings it in.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Pats get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready. Ready.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. But we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw again on second down. Tua got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Tua. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
Returning is Peppers. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harris is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and he stopped immediately there.
Here we go.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Watch out now. 50 series.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run was strong. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Jones out left and completes it Thornton. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones finding Henry here on the crossing route. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Harris. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Slide, 97. Ready?
Now Mostert off the read option. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He is going to find Hill here. He's at the 30. Gets around him. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Ready.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Once again, it's Mostert. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, this was not just the open